Okay, so in this class, I'm going to teach you about right and wrong side of fabric. Now, when I start teaching you how to sew, the first thing we'll start with is how to sew a skirt. You'll notice I'll use terms like put right sides together. Now, this is a fabric. Do you notice something different between this and this? It's the same fabric, but you'll notice that on this side the pattern is very bright, very vibrant, but on this side it is dull, almost not there at all. But if you turn it over, you see the vibrant side. Now this side where the pattern is almost not there, or it is very dull, is what we call the wrong side of the fabric. This is the place most of our tailoring, most of our sewing, most of our stitches, most of our seams will go on the wrong side. This is the right side, which is where when the person wears the fabric, this is the place everyone will see. Now, unless it is a specific type of stitching, maybe like French seam, that's when we'll need you to sew on the right side of the fabric, or maybe a decorative stitch or decorative seam. That's when we would actually need you to sew on the right side of the fabric, or unless otherwise specified, maybe due to a particular design that the client requested, or maybe due to a specific design. Unless it is specified, this is the right side of the fabric, and we do not do many stitches on the right side. We always do most of our stitches on the wrong side. Here is another fabric. As you can see here, the color is very vibrant. This is silk. As you can see here, it is not even lettuce, it's practically white. But here you see the color, the vibrant, beautiful color of the fabric. Then sometimes there's some fabric you have that the front and the back is the same. Now, I used this fabric to sew a black gown, and as you can see, the black here is the same thing as the black here. There is no difference. There's absolutely no difference at all. It's the same vibrance, it's the same vibrant color, everything is the same. So when you have such a situation whereby the both sides of the fabric look exactly the same, or there is barely any difference between both sides of the fabric, you now, as the seamstress, or the person, you as the seamstress, or the person doing the design or sewing the outfit, will now choose one side as the wrong side and choose the other side as the right side. So for instance, I can decide, okay, this side is the wrong side of the fabric, and I'll sew everything I'm sewing on this side. And to make sure I don't make a mistake, if I'm new and I don't want to get confused, not you sew here, then because it's the same, suddenly you now, you sewed on this particular place, then suddenly you now go and sew another thing on the right side, and how you now have to use your seam ripper. You now have to use your seam ripper or scissors to start cutting and cutting. Instead of doing that, you can take a chalk. I have my tailor's chalk here. I have my tailor's chalk here. But I'm going to use this one so you can see exactly what I'm doing very well. Okay, so I can decide, okay, here is the wrong side of the fabric. This way, this is the only place I'm sewing. This is the double fold material. Okay, I can decide to continue. Obviously, I didn't need to do this when I was sewing the gown. But if you're starting and you want to make sure you don't make any mistakes, then you just do this on on one of the sides of the fabric, and then on the other side it is like this way you never make a mistake. Once you see the X, you know this is the wrong side of the fabric, and this is the side I should sew if they say I should sew on the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, but if you have been sewing for some time, then you don't need to do this. Now, right side. This is the right side. You're told put or place right sides together. You take this right side, put on top of this right side, and sew or implement any stitch you are instructed to do. In some designs, you might actually need to sew on the right side of the fabric. So in those kind of outfits, they'll tell you place wrong side together. This is the wrong side. This is the wrong side. You put the wrong side on top of the right, on the other wrong side. Wrong side together. Wrong side together. And then you sew whatever you need to sew on the right side of the fabric. Right side together, right side together, and then you sew whatever you need to sew on the wrong side of the fabric. Another thing I want to show you right now is the power of interfacing. Now, as you can see, if I try to stand this fabric up, it won't stand. But if I put interfacing, fusible interfacing, it normally has a shiny side. As you can see, this shiny side is reflecting the light, and it has a normal side that doesn't have any shine. The shiny side is where the glue is. This is the side you put on top of the fabric and iron on top of that fabric. You put the shiny side of the fabric to the wrong side, or depending on the design you're sewing. Assuming they said put the facing to the wrong side of the fabric, or put the interfacing. It's normally called interfacing or facing. To put the interfacing or facing to the wrong side of the fabric, this shiny part, you put it to the wrong side of the fabric. Now, we are going to do that right now so that we'll now see how it will look. Before I go ahead, I want to let you know that there are different types of interfacing. We have, as you can see, this one is lighter, and as you can see, this one is thicker than this one. And we even have ones that are thicker, way thicker than this. We also have ones that do not have this fusible side, or this shiny side, or the gum side. The interfacing we use for padded garments, or for padded garments for the breasts area. They are normally very thick, and they do not have this shiny or this fusible side. Okay, so this type of interfacing is normally used for your waistbands, your shirt collar, or for your trouser, the waistband of your skirt, the waistband of your trouser, or for your collar, or for some designers like to put it on the button hole section as well. So it depends on the design you want to implement on your outfits. You will now determine the strength of interfacing you use. Okay, so now I have this interfacing. I'll put it on top of here. I'll now iron it, and we'll now compare it with this one. Okay. Now putting the facing on top of the fabric, we'll get our steam iron and then we'll now sew. Remember I told you you should make sure you have a steam iron. The iron should not be too hot or it might just burn your fabric, depending on how delicate your fabric is. And there you have it. When you hold it, it can stand still. It can, stay erect. When you hold this one, it keeps flopping. It never stays erect because it doesn't have interfacing. So that is why we use interfacing for collars, and why we use interfacing for your waistband area, so that it can stay that way. The shape can be that way, and that's why we use thick interfacing for your breast pads or for your breast area in couture outfits.